Let's play a game about how prepared your business is for a key employee to be unexpectedly out of the office. Play along in this episode of Bite-Sized Brilliance. At this point, you may be saying, hey, who is this guy? Hi, my name is Ken. I'm a keynote speaker, and I talk to audiences about ways you can improve your performance on the job, get better. I also write books. The most recent book is called Get Better: Smart Business Advice from Unexpected Mentors. Okay, business leaders, are you ready to play an important game? I want you to take all the names of your employees who perform important functions and put them in a hat. Then draw one name out of that hat. That person in this scenario will not be with your business for the next month to 6 weeks. During that time, how are things going to go in your business? I'm guessing there may be trouble because you didn't expect them to not be there. Businesses can survive an employee not being around for a couple days or perhaps a summer vacation, but 6 weeks, that's a long time. Things start to not get done. How do you survive this scenario? It all comes down to making sure you have trained backups in your organization. So if an important person is suddenly out of the office for some sort of family emergency or other crisis, your operations can continue well. A lot of companies, they never think they're going to be in this scenario. Guess what? Sometimes the unexpected happens, usually at the worst time possible. That's why you need to think about backups right now. What are some good elements of a backup? Often I think it can be good if you have two people, they back each other up. They get together, let's say every 6 months or so, and they go over the essential functions of the job. Some people, they're going to learn it the first time, they're going to remember it forever. I think it's still good to get everyone back together every 6 months because you never know, there might be a software update or some change in a process or procedure that the new person, the backup, wouldn't know about, and they'd be really stressed out trying to figure it out. Also, if there are certain essential functions that aren't necessarily state secrets, have a manual or some way for the backup to access the information if they're like, okay, what do I do? Because you have to understand, they're busy doing their normal job. That leads me to another thing. If there's going to be some sort of long-term covering of a position by another employee, you got to consider workloads. Do you need to pull back that workload, or the position they're filling in for? Does that position, some of the responsibilities, can they be taken away? Having someone do two jobs for the same amount of money is usually not a good strategy for productivity or retention. So really be careful with that. What's a good timetable for the training? I like every 6 months, and maybe consider if there are slow times in your business, maybe around, let's say, the 4th of July, the holidays in December. There's a time when people are in the office, but there's not much going on. Great time to say, this is our backup day. All the backups get together for an hour or so, go over things, make sure everyone is prepared. Also, maybe part of people's job performance, one of the things they are judged on, is how well their backup performs when they're pressed into duty. Now, I realize you can't control another person, but if someone who is an otherwise competent employee is struggling to fill in and do the job, maybe that's on you for not training them properly. I'm not saying train them so well that you can be easily replaced, but train them so well that people will say, you did a great job of covering your job when you were gone. Backups can make a huge difference when that unexpected thing happens in your organization. For more about me, go to my website, kenokel.com. While there, you can see some clips of me on stage in my keynote presentations. You can listen to my podcast, The 2-Minute Takeaway, and you can also find out more about my books, including Get Better: Smart Business Advice from Unexpected Mentors, available now through Amazon. Thanks so much for watching. Don't take backups for granted. I'm Ken Okel. Take care.